I'm excited to see my splits because I have no idea where it was at. I just felt fast for the first 200.
Yeah, you're 24.4.
It's as fast as I've ever gone out.
Yeah, in last place. Yeah.
You know, I was excited about that when I went out fast. I'm like, these guys are going to be ripe for the picking. Yuri made a nice move up the home stretch. This is exactly what I wanted to do. He led me right to the front of the pack. And, you know, with 200 meters to go, I'm like, I'm in fantastic position. If I ever am going to get a medal, this is where I want to be. No one's going to come on my right side. No one would be crazy enough to pass me on the right side on the last turn. But that's what Lewandowski had to do to get into the hunt. And it cost me my lane. It cost me my whole race. I thought when he was coming up on my shoulder, I've got to hold him off. I've got to hold him off. But to do so would have meant kicking from 150, 160 meters out, which also would have cost me my race. So it's kind of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I hoped, as Lewandowski came around me, I just prayed that something would open up, and nothing did. So I had to stop and move out. Yeah. You'll never, ever make a podium doing that in the last 100 meters. The bump's not what bothered me. It's not. You get bumped all the time in the 800 meter. I'm a big guy. I can take it. It's losing the lane that'll kill you. Without a lane to the finish, there's no way you're ever gonna get there.
It looked like you tried to clear some space there.
Well, what happened was, I got 3 or 4 guys ahead of me, and I can't go on the rail, and I can't go up lane 2. So I stopped and moved out. Tried to move up lane 3, but I mean that kills your momentum. Yeah. And I had the legs. As I did that, I'm like, gosh, my legs feel so good. I just have nowhere to go. And that's the most frustrating part, knowing you had it, and you just didn't create the space for yourself.
Still, though, 5th in the world is not so shabby.
Yeah, but you spend all year dreaming about a medal. You don't dream about 5th place. I'm excited. I'm really excited to make the finals. I'm really excited to represent the States in this race. But we haven't had a medal since '97, and a nation with the talent that we have, it just makes me sick that we're not getting medals. So I just have so much faith in the group that we have growing up right now. The collegiates, Charles Jock out here. If I can't do it in the next couple of years, hopefully they will. But I know that I have the drive and determination and the talent to get to this race and to be fit enough to medal. I just needed to shake out once for me. So I'm going to keep training hard. Maybe 2012 is my year. We'll see. If there's one thing I could do different, it would be to move at 150 and prevent Lewandowski from coming up on my shoulder. Just because I've done that before, and I don't think that I'm able to kick from 150 out like that, I probably would end up really relatively the same way. Maybe I sneak in for 4th instead of Lewandowski doing so. But I'm not running for 4th. I'm running for a top 3 finish. And for me, the way I felt tonight, I needed to conserve my energy for the final 100. Just can't believe he passed me on the curve. It's a ballsy move on his part. He got him 4th place, and I'm left wondering if I could have kicked for 1st, or I could have kicked for a podium finish had that not happened.
Did you if it was quicker up front?
Sorry?
Would it have benefited you if it was quicker up front early?
For faster than 23?
No, I mean,
yeah, it was fast.
Faster than 50.9.
Yeah, it would have. If they'd gone 49 point, it would have strung out a little better. Going into the race, I'm like, if this could in any way be kind of like Rieti last year, where it's just perfectly strung out, it makes it so much easier for me to move around people. 50.9 is an honest pace, but when you do that by going 23, 27, it accordions. And I was fortunate enough to move with Yuri. At 400 meters, 600 meters, I just licking my chops. I was so excited about my positioning, so pleased with the way the race was turning. But got a lane. What are you gonna do?
Sometimes in these events, the leader in the event becomes so dominant that people find themselves running for 2nd, or accept that they're competing for silver. It was like that with Michael Johnson in the 400 for a long time. Is the 800 becoming a bit like that, you think, or will you not?
Maybe to some other people, it's not to me. David Rudisha's a fantastic runner, and he has so many tools that I don't have.
Yeah.
But he's human, and anyone can win on any given day. For me, I wanted to invest my emotional energy where I saw it could best be used, and so for the last 23 hours, I imagined, what do I got to do for bronze? What do I got to do for silver? Playing it out 100 different ways. How do I get to that podium with Rudisha front running? And then the last hour, as I'm lying out here getting ready to go on my warm up, I spent an hour thinking, how do I beat Rudisha? You know, so most of my mental preparation was to make a podium. That's the realistic goal. But I also spent a lot of time thinking how I'm going to beat Rudisha because he can be beaten. You just you got to have it on that day. I didn't have it today. The time he ran was a good time, but you know we've all run 143s, so there's guys out here who run 142. I'm sure they're a little disappointed that they didn't get him.
Can you put your mind into the other people in the field? Would other people be thinking like that though?
I hope so. What's the point of being in a final if you're running for second? That's the way I view it. I mean, I don't think that there's a point in being in this environment, in this race, working as hard as you do if you're training for a silver medal.